my dear friend Tony Ashton. It was Tony's idea, it was his brainchild, the whole idea of a programme of playing live with people, and it was totally, he came up with a name as well, which I thought was a great name, because back then the expression to gas and gassing was a pretty hip expression, or something was a gas, that kind of lot. So Gastank was a great name for a programme. But at the first rehearsals that we had, Tony arrived. I mean, I could drink, but Tony could really drink. He was slightly the worse for wear when he arrived, and we started doing some interviews, some test interviews with people, and Tony then came to me and he said, Rick, do you want to do all the interviews? He said, because I'm too pissed. And I said, yeah, I don't mind. So I ended up doing all of the interviews, or nearly all the interviews, although Tony did do Ronnie Scott, he did do Ronnie, which was great. And he was wonderful to play with. All Tony wanted to do was play. He wanted to play the piano. They worked really well because I played synths and all, and he played piano, which is what he wanted to do. And he was a great boogie-woogie rock player. I mean, with bands like Ashton Gardner and Dyke and all the other things that he did, and the other bands that he worked with, he was so good. And it was very sad when Tony died. One of the nice things is when I watch the programmes, it's the memories of seeing Tony play there and the good fun and times that we had, and other great musicians that are no longer with us that played, such as Ronnie Scott, such as John Entwistle, such as Phil Lynott. It's been a great shame. But we did have some amazing amounts of fun. There was the incident of, we used to do the interviews after we'd done the recording. We'd do the recordings in the morning of the band, then there would be a liquid lunch, and they'd organised a green room which was better stocked than most pubs and bars. And then we would do the interviews in the afternoon. But that was cancelled after the interview with Rick Parfitt. Rick and I sat on two stools, and we were both completely rat-faced, and we just looked at each other, and the producer shouted down, "When you're ready," and I looked at Rick, and he's rocking and I'm rocking, and the camera was facing me, or facing Rick, imagine that I was Rick Parfitt, and Rick went and just disappeared as he fell on. All he heard was, and then there was the voice from the producer that just said, "I think we'll do the interviews tomorrow morning." And after that, there was a memo that went round that now the interviews would be done before we played. That was great fun. The whole atmosphere was just absolutely tremendous. It was one giant party. It was wonderful.